It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And now look at him go. The 30. Touchdown, 49ers. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? I got you, son. 12. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Garoppolo on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That 8. 65-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other.
Because
after the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
1st down, Cowboys.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
17, Cowboys 14.
There we go. Shit.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 46. Check 56. 26.
On second and 12, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check the hot read. Tighten up, tighten up. 65, 65.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Here we go, here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On second down now. It's Coleman. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
One, Omaha. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on first down. Coleman looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
13. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Target.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the boot. Take that. One, Omaha. Back.
They'll run it with Coleman, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Niners 24, Cowboys 14. Bobby Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down.
Get out there. Second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. A nice little juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On second and 11 now. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Prescott now looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Garoppolo now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. That's taken it around the 40. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mine's 50, mine's 50.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He sets to fire deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Keep playing hard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Sliding. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, 47. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
21. Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Coleman. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got some space here. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Cut! White. Cut!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Hey, Haywood. Watch the run.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike 50. He don't know no better.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180! Watch the slack. White. 25, check 25.
It's Coleman here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
27.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he stopped immediately there. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
21. 21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Garoppolo. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. He won't go down. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Dallas, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Check 56. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 11. Say hut.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy. Check 37. Check safety. Say hut.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! 56. You can't alert!
To throw is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy D touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Gostkowski, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, alert! Kill! Turn up!
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
11. Hey, let's get there. Check.
On first down, here's Breida. The former first-round pick, Shane Ray, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Lock, lock, lock. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, zoom. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
Here we go.
Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Then he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go. Black. Slam.
This is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Break. Check out. 674. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Check out. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
I know he ain't got it. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check. 59.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And the 49er first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Here's Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56. Can't give these traps. Let's go. 21. Here we go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Who that?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
21.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And Xavier Woods with a pick. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first down, Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Monday.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Check out. Ready. 56. 40. Easy. Alert. Top go. Ready.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, let's get in there, Harry. He's coming. Mexico. Check out. Ready.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 2. Hey, wahoo. 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a first down throw. Luck gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Luck on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll run with Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Alert! Mike 51. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. It's caught, Cooper. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Check it back.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check out. Ready. 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Slam, slam.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On second down now, Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will make the lead now 26. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch 54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
From the gun, here's Luck. And going deep for Hill. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike.
Here's Luck. It's Hill, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The pass rush specialist on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54, watch 54. I'm coming for you, sir.
Luck. That one complete to Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, it's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 11. Check.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. 4 down. Let's go. Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Luck. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming.
Now it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 24-yard attempt.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
12.
They run again with Breida. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Get out the field, defense. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go, here we go. That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a...
They run with Breida. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Two.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, Pollard. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Pettis. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st down.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Wait, 80. 56. 6. Mike 56. Mike 56. Go. All day, every day, any day. 56. Mike 56. Right there. One, Omaha. Danny.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
12.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
80 weapons. No. Me.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing is locked. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Lott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 11.
11. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. I got you.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shane Ray, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
White. Mike 56. Hey, Orbit. Don't let him breathe.
Back here is goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He wasn't ready.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
A gain of 12.
Here we go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.